Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catching it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here's Hart.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense here. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them. Afterwards.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy.
Now Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third, I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play out.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Philip Lindsay
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense.
Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 15 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter.
Second and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown. Called the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Up 2nd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff. Yeah, they're just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because down at the Colts 18. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves a stick. Oh no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge for game.
From the gun, it's Brady. That one goes for 30 yards. This is caught by Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Chris Manhurts.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. Marvin Jones, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And a team there of 30 big ones. He's got Smith here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now Newton. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing each and every attempt.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that one, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try to be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No,
Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. The drive will start with an option going left. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in at the goal line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it.
The coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Jackson on first down.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And Andrews lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they brought that, a new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 26 yards.
And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night.
From midfield now, here's Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb
Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
First and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis.
Fine work there on the touchdown run,
as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return is J.J. Taylor.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6. Aaron at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon team.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right?
From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over to pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free.
Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon team.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offense.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Returning it, Johnson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon team. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
3. Play action. Ryan. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
67 yards.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran at the third.
Goal. Back to throw. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to points result. We'll call this play significant.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket of the defenders.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 38 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about at least what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I...
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away. And
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing...
The offense on the field to go for 2 here.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and put...
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle?
Again, McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on...
Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything.
Decent kick. Fields it at the 2. No one in front of him. Dives, and he's in. Touchdown. Seems like they'll throw on first down. He's under pressure. It's picked. Big time play. I can't believe he hung on to it. The halfback with the carry. They'll score. Touchdown. Perfect play call to go with a drops back. He throws it, and he caught it. The 10, touchdown Saints. Touchdown Wolves. Backfield. They go to the run. Play fake. Left side. Going deep. It's caught. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Saints.
Drew Brees isn't one of those guys that came out with great measurables. He wasn't a no-brainer first overall pick in the draft like some of these quarterbacks. But the guy wins, and he understands defenses.
Here's a counter play. The 20. Touchdown Saints. Defense just got flat out beaten on that play. It's right. Open field ahead. The 20, the 10, touchdown Saints. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 from midfield. Here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a fumble.
With your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching.
They face a critical third down now. Neat. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see
the Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game.